Welcome to Laramie, Wyoming, and one of the highest elevations you will find in all of college football. And it is home to the Wyoming Cowboys, and they have a taste for the spicy brown mustard. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Cowboys will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Washington State's offense takes the field to start this game off. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who is threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies that can also be receivers and also block, they make the game easy.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads it left. It's complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Catches it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So the Wyoming Cowboys offense will take the field for the first time. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Anderson wants to throw. Got a man. It's Durham. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Gets it out fast. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Quarterback in trouble, just dump it right in the gut. Don't make him reach for it. Just put it right on the body of the fullback.
Yeah, Reese, you got to be real accurate when you throw to these guys. Not the biggest catch radius, let's just say. Moving forward, though, I think we're going to see this fullback play a big role in this offense.
Loses 6. Brings up second down.
And the Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle, it's Holman. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
The Cowboys have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Durr. He'll be out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. Now on second down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Got it in the middle. It's Durr. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. And the Cowboys are in the hurry-up. And it pays off, the sack at the 20. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. So now on comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And how about the three-pointer from downtown? The long field goal attempt, they trust their kicker, and it took every inch. Just hits the crossbar and gets over and goes in.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it set up on the outside. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Washington State will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Wide receiver going in motion. Handoff from the shotgun. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking for the edge on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
It'll be 3rd and long. Anderson will throw. Looking left. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They booted away on 4th down. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the Cougars are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pick up a 3 out to the 5.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Ellison. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
The elevation isn't the only thing to worry about up here. This crowd making its presence felt on 3rd down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He lets it fly. Makes a catch down the right side. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Cougars. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Off-play action on 1st down. Got a man. It's Durham. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Caught near the sticks. It's Durham. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Anderson wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The RPO, it's complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Here's a heat. Snares it outside. It's Sargent. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. So the offense will go for it around midfield. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Makes the catch. It's Meriden. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Ellison. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. After that last completion, it's second down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Washington State.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Lofts one high and deep. Caught at the 25. Off and running. Touchdown, Wyoming. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. On the move from inside is 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, who's got a better seat there today in Laramie than you do? And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the highest elevation in all of college football, War Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Merritt. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Anderson will throw. Grab near the marker. It's Durham. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Cowboys want to crank their tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Not sexy, it's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go high percentage, run the quarterback sneak, get the first down.
And the Cowboys are on the move. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional.
Oh, they knock it free! It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
The Cowboys really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll run the sneak for it. And the Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Anderson wants to throw. Hauls it in. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
The Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. He's got it. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Wyoming! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And I think the offense caught the D off guard on that play, throwing it to the fullback. I think this defense was expecting the fullback to kind of ram up in there and try to block somebody, maybe get a fullback dive, but not release out of the backfield like that and catch the ball. This fullback, he's got a lot of tools in his toolbox.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's a great start to this 2nd half. That's what you talked about in the locker room at halftime. Don't let them create momentum. Don't let them start to create a comeback. Come back on this first drive, set the tone. The defense doing that right off the bat.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Meredith. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. They'll toss it to the left. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
And the Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Bean. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. New set of downs after the completion. Anderson will throw. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Grabs it in the middle. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. A shot toward the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Coming up on 2nd down as they try to hold this lead. And the rush will get to him at the 25. That big fella up front just won his one-on-one battle and got to the quarterback.
And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to beat the guy in front of you, and great job by using your hands, getting by that first initial guy, and then getting to the quarterback. And the hard part a lot of time is getting him on the ground. Nice job by the big lineman.
Hit as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
they'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Washington State will have to boot it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. With the catch, it's Sargent. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Anderson wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Richardson. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks, but man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. On the run, it's Scott.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. And I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Running back searching for a hole. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Wyoming.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And they'll line up for the field goal to try to tack a little onto the lead. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.